YouTube, Capital G here, checking out the first revealed card from the brand new Sacred Beast structure deck. And if you've ever wanted to summon their fusion monster, Armityle, which has basically been impossible since forever, you're actually going to be able to do that moving forward. This is Dimension Fusion Destruction, and I'm not gonna lie, as a Yu-Gi-Oh boomer, seeing Dimension Fusion printed on a spell card is giving me a little bit of some dead return PTSD. If you never played in the GX era, you have no idea what I'm talking about, but just know that card was busted as hell. Anyways, this is a normal spell that says special summon one Phantom Fusion monster from your extra deck by banishing its materials from your graveyard, field, and or hand, ignoring its summoning conditions. Also, you take no damage from battles involving the special summon monster. If you control Uriah, Haman, or Raviel, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to this card's activation. Okay, so to simply summarize this is basically a Miracle Fusion and Polymerization cross because it does allow you to use your resources from basically anywhere that's not the deck. You can use stuff from the graveyard, your hand, or the field to summon Armityle, the Sacred Beast Fusion monster that has 10,000 attack. Now that card back during the day, it was basically impossible to summon. Hell, I've played Sacred Beasts and I'd argue it's still kind of impossible to summon right now prior to this card because you had to have all three Sacred Beasts on field, and then it was kind of like a contact fusion. You banished all three cards and it had 10,000 attack. It was like, you know, supposed to one-shot your opponent and all that good stuff, but it was just too damn impossible to summon because the Sacred Beasts themselves back in the day were just really difficult to summon. Now, since Dark Summoning Beast, has been created, the Sacred Beasts have gotten a little easier to summon, but the most I've ever gotten was 2 of them on the field, so it's quite difficult. This actually makes it kind of feasible. I could definitely see situations where maybe you're able to summon one of your Sacred Beasts with Dark Summoning Beast because that just summons a Sacred Beast ignoring the conditions, and then you have a couple of other ones in your hand and you just activate this card. Also keep in mind, because it's going to be kind of the new hotness, you guys know that Predaplant Verde Anaconda kind of goes in any deck that has monsters. You could easily use this off the effect of something like Predaplant Verde Anaconda, and then you wouldn't even have to technically draw this card. Now, one of the more interesting things about Dimension Fusion Destruction is that it says that it special summons a Phantom Fusion monster, and I feel like Konami is definitely setting us up for another fusion monster to be released in this structure deck, because if they only wanted this card to summon Armityle, like if its whole purpose was just to make that card easier or kind of possible to summon, why not just put Armityle in the name? It really wouldn't have changed the functionality of this card all that much unless you were going to give us another fusion monster. And I feel like we're going to get a new fusion. It's probably going to have like 2 materials as a requirement, maybe 2 Sacred Beast, or maybe like a Sacred Beast plus a Fiend monster, or a Sacred Beast plus Dark Summoning Beast, something that's a little easier to summon than Armityle. Maybe they'll adjust it to power creep and kind of make it, with the 2020 standards. I would bet my last dollar that we're going to get a new fusion in this structure deck, but it'll definitely be interesting, and I'm very interested to see what other cards Konami is going to give us in this structure deck. Anyways, whatever you guys think or whatever you guys are hoping for, leave it in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already, and turn on that notification bell for daily videos.